next guest coming up on the show. Well, she's been on the show before. I always love to bring her in anytime I'll be able to get hold of her because she has so much to talk about, and every time she talks about it, you get inspired. But before we bring her on the show, here's who she is. We'll be right back. Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome to donnakennedy.com. I'm delighted that we've connected here. As a token of my appreciation for you being here, I'd like to give you a gift, the gift of Success Made Simple, a guide I wrote to help you get more clarity, focus, direction, and peace of mind. For more than 20 years, I have studied and researched the human mind, and I've come to understand what it takes to live a truly meaningful, happy life, and to have the confidence to live it. If you are someone who wants to fulfill your potential, the knowledge and the tools you need are here for you. You see, there's not one single person on the planet the same as you, even if you're an identical twin. That makes you very special. And deep down, you know that there's so much more potential, more than you ever realized. Now is your time. You didn't come here by accident. You are here because it is your time to reach your potential. And I am happy to help you and support you in doing it. It's my pleasure to help you start your journey forward. To unlock your gift, simply click Request Success Made Simple below and it will be emailed to you. Make sure to check your email folders to ensure you receive it and so you can read it straight away. And if you really want to level up your life, you are welcome to be part of my exclusive membership club. For a small investment of just $7 per month, you will get immediate and exclusive access to my self-discovery video library. A library containing hours of valuable information, tutorials and exercises to help you become who you're truly capable of becoming, mentally, emotionally, physically and spiritually. And every week you will receive a video from me direct to your inbox, outlining steps that will help you get on track, stay on track, be accountable and maintain that momentum. So let's get started. No more settling for second best. Now is your time.
That's what we're talking about. Please jump to welcome my guest on the show. No other person is done. Donna Kennedy, everybody!
Fabulous, it's lovely to be here. If you left me up there a while, you would have got so much more. God knows what.
Music, ready? Let's go!
No, let's go
here. Let's go with the music. Ready?
No, we won't go with the music. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Thank you. Donna, thank you very much. First of all, congratulations. She got married. Would that be during the pandemic time?
Yes.
Come on, show us a love, everybody. Before I let Donna talk, I know the last time we met was like 2018.
Yeah.
And then 2019. And we're 2023. So, you know, that's a big
I still can't get rid of you.
I still bring you back again and in. But thank you so much for coming in on the show. I appreciate this. You know, she's one of those people I reach out to, and anytime I reach out to her, even though she's so busy, she still make her way in. So I respect her. Thank you so much. You know, for Donna, everybody, she's a best-selling author. She got amazing books, things that can really inspire you. So make sure you all go check it out. You know, so Donna, thank you so much. So how have you been yourself?
I've been great, busy, as you said, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Just adding value to my life, to other people's lives, and just enjoying it. So yeah, good.
Wonderful, wonderful. So then the reason I brought you on the show today, you know, is to talk about things that we always talk on this show. It's about inspiration, you know, inspire people, self-belief, self-confidence, all these things. Because if people go out there to really read your story, your journey per se, you know, you will really understand why I'm so happy to be bringing her on the show, because your story has a lot of impact. So let's talk about the self-confidence area, you know, that you think we struggle with and we need help to survive it.
Yeah, I think, look, everybody has a story of some kind, but it's really important that we don't become our stories.
True.
Because sometimes people can turn their story kind of almost into their identity. Everyone's born confident. You can do whatever you like, but you'll never find a negative baby. You'll never find a pessimist baby. you'll always find a confident one. And over time, things can chip away at people or their stories happen and the confidence kind of dwindles. But confidence isn't a thing. So people search for, when I'm confident, I'll have this, or when I have self-belief, I'll have this. But it's a skill. And if you practice it, and I mean, at one point I was afraid to cross the road on my own. Now I can speak in front of thousands of people. That's not something that somebody gave me. It's not something that I got in a bottle.
At all.
It's something that I had to learn and I had to put every single day into practice. And the more I did, the better I got. As kids are confident, kids are successful, kids have self-belief. But it's as we go through life, we can complicate things.
Absolutely.
And plus, we live in a life that is, I suppose, quite judgmental, especially now. There's a very skewed version of reality, which would be social media, and we would see other people's lives and aren't necessarily true to form, but that's what people benchmark themselves against. And over the last couple of years, people largely viewed their life online.
True.
So they saw, this is what this person is doing, and I'm going around the house in my pajamas and trying to keep the kids quiet while they're running riot, and that's why everyone has been so successsul. So that can kind of chip it away at people too. So what I like to do is, I think it's important to be real. And once you're real, there's a vulnerability within it. But when you don't take your story on as your identity, that vulnerability isn't a weakness. So rather than becoming like a victim, you become a victor.
True.
You've the word inspire. It's been used so many times in the show. And inspire, I love words. But inspire comes from the Latin word inspire, which means breathe into. And when you're born, life is breathed into, if you want to look at it that way. But, what do you do on a day-to-day basis to keep breathing life into?
True.
And many people don't do really anything. When you wake up in the morning, you watch the news, you turn on your social media, or the other way around.
Yeah.
You see negative. You don't kind of filter that. But every single thing that you expose your brain to, you're trying it on. Like if I say to you today, can you imagine walking down the road and it's really, really cold, and then you see, in a shop you see a red suit. You have to picture that. You're trying it on. So when somebody says something negative, or when somebody shows you something negative, or you hear something negative on the news, you're trying that on. And through that you have a chemical response, and that then starts to wire your brain.
Wow.
So this is where someone can go from super confident when they're a kid to having zero confidence as they grow older. And then that's where people start to do behaviours that aren't useful, like myself, I used to. I no longer do those behaviours because I no longer have that need for that crutch. I found out who I am and quite happy with that. And I focus constantly on making sure the information I put into my mind is kind of in a way filtered. So I'm around good people. I don't speak badly of people. I watch good stuff. Listen to music that's good, upbeat. So that has a positive effect, whereas all the other stuff I was doing had a negative effect. And we have a choice.
Wow, come on, show us a little bit of that. And it's just amazing because of the way you were explaining these things, and it's touchy. I like one word I pick out of it where you mentioned about you have to filter. That is the main object there, isn't it? Yeah? Just, filter the people around you plays a longer part in yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I liken our brain to a phone. So if you pick up your phone, when you're born, or when you buy your phone, you've got basic apps on it, right? So calculator, the ability to make a call, basic stuff.
True.
But over time, you download stuff. And depending on what you download will depend on what you can do with your phone.
Absolutely.
So it's the same as when you're born, you're given a basic brain. You can learn a language. So, wherever you grew up, you got that accent. I grew up in Mayo. I got that accent.
True.
Someone wasn't looking out for me, but anyway, I ended up with the Mayo accent.
Yeah.
So what you're around all the time, you're actually downloading.
True.
So it's like if people are sending you bad, crappy emails and you keep opening them and you expect yourself to feel good, well, that's just dumb.
Yeah.
So you have to filter what is it that, if you're around people that are just constantly moaning and, been nasty about other people, then don't expect yourself to feel good. So it's about deciding, what apps do you have in your phone or your brain?
Absolutely.
And what ones do you want?
Absolutely. Come on, show us a lot for Donna, everybody. I want to come back to your book very, very quick, because of time. I know you have a couple of books out there. People can go out there and check out those books. They're amazing. They'll really inspire you and help you a lot more. So give us one or two of your books that you think that we can really reach out for, because everything you're sharing here today, I believe you experienced them. You passed through some of these things, and there are other things that have already helping you to get to where you are, So talking about your books, can we talk about that, yes?
Yeah, I mean, I have 7 books, and they're all really to do with mindset.
Yeah.
Confidence to Succeed is probably the one that I'm most passionate about, because I wrote it very much thinking about my past, but not bringing it into it as such. It was more, my autobiography is written, but I don't really want to release it, because when I was asked to write it, I did, and then before I released it, before I signed up, I just said, well, actually, I don't want to become known for my story, because that should always be as a by the way.
Yeah.
So for me personally, like, my passion now is just getting a message out there. It's teaching people. It's getting people to step up, getting people to become bigger than their story, bigger than their problems, and like any challenge is temporary. All you need is the right skills, the solutions, and they are there.
Absolutely.
So my passion now is teaching. I actually set up a membership site during COVID too. So that's my way of getting to people. Hopefully get inside there.
All right, Donna, on this show we have the game, but what we do, we're gonna give you like a minute or two, just to,
pray that I win.
And we play the game first. Should we play the game for us, or let's give us 2 minutes, just talk us through some things, for 2 minutes. But we're going to go on a break for that, yeah? So let's go on a break. When we come back, we're still going to have Donna Kennedy here, okay? Come on, show them, everybody.
When I was asked to do a couple of minutes, just as a little bit of a talk, there's so many things I could talk about, but there are the 2, which are inspiration. And as I said, that's about like breathing in life into what it is that you want. But also the other part of it is intuition. And if you look at the word intuition implies that you've got a lesson to learn. And because we live in such a busy, messy society, sometimes we can forget about what you think, like your gut feeling. How many times have people, they've done something and they know in the back of their mind or in their gut that it's just not right or it's wrong for them, yet they don't follow through. So the key, I would say, for people is, for even today watching this, is if you can keep 2 things in mind. And one is inspiration. What are you doing to inspire your life? What are you doing to bring people into your life that are inspiring? To read, are you reading inspiring books? Are you watching inspiring clips? Are you listening to positive podcasts? And then intuition, are there lessons that you have to learn? Because there's the thing, if you don't learn your lesson, it will keep repeating over and over and over again until you eventually learn it. So in my opinion, it's a good idea to just quieten your mind every now and again and just look at what it is that I need to learn right now in this space that I'm in my life. And every 10 years your life changes, your priorities change, give or take. So what was important to you 10 years ago may not be now, and what will be important to you in 10 years may be different to what's important to you now. So I think it's really useful to just stop and to have like a review and a check-in, and then importantly listen. And stop listening to people who have nothing that you want. Because if you listen to that, it's going to become what you believe. And in every belief is the word lie. And in every belief there is a lie. The word lie is in there. So a lot of the stuff that you were told from when you were small, right the way up to now, and even possibly even still now, is a lie. The tricky part is that you probably just continue to believe it and don't bother stopping to actually question if it's true. So when you were younger, you believed in Santa Claus because everyone told you it existed. And you might as well believe in those kind of things. For example, if somebody says to you, you're stupid, if you didn't do very well at school, then you're not going to do very well, later on. All these kind of things, from beauty to wealth to success to happiness, and you can take on lies and take them on as truths for yourself. And then that can create a serious problem. So look for what inspires you.
Thank you very much. Come on, do that one time for tonight, everybody. Now, after you've been inspired, now we have the game for us. You ready? Come on, show some love for this one. All right, so
can I pick the colour? I'm only joking. It's not rigged. I promise.
Now the price is gonna go up for her. Okay, so it was 90 before. Now we're gonna go 110. So you see, it's growing. I don't want the money back, so someone needs to go with his money. You ready?
I threatened him earlier and told him you have to leave me last to make sure that I get the most. I am.
Fortunately.
Here's the deal. If I win, I'll share it with everybody here. You won't get a lot, but I will share if I win.
Good luck. I'm tired of this.
Just leave it off. It's a sign.
I will wait to start the game. That's what happens on the show. All right, ready, go. I'm looking for mints.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What colour are you looking for?
Mints.
Sorry, it's mint.
Oh!
It's not, sorry.
Oh, what's up?
I had to do it. Sorry.
I was like, yes, we have a winner. Fortunately, Donna,
Good luck to next week.
thank you so much for coming on the show. Before you go, Donna, how can people stay fine on the same website?
They can go to my website, donnakennedy.com. That's
Absolutely.
the easiest.
Wonderful. Come on, show some love, everybody. That's what I'm talking about. Always on the Jura Question. Make sure you go check out all my guests have. But Donna, thank you so much for coming in. Still to come on the show, my next guest. I will give that away right now, but we'll be right back. One more time for Donna Kennedy, everybody!